Hello again and welcome back to 10 Paths Tarot. Today's message is for someone with a lot of loving energy who wants to bring love or harmony to the world. They could be an environmentalist, they could be a humanitarian, they could be someone who's just tired of everyone fighting and they want to bring peace between people to the world. And so let's see what happens. Let's look at the recent past, and it starts with the Death card. And the Death card indicates a new beginning. Here, we're looking at a broad view of the environment around us. And for different people, that environment is going to look very different. It could be literally the environment, nature. It could be the people that surround us. It could be the community or communities that surround us. It could even represent the entire world, depending on this individual's focus. Now, how did this all start? We started this new outlook here. We're starting a new beginning, but what troubles us is the dichotomy. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune, but we're looking at the always conflicting balance between good and evil, possible, impossible, naysayers, those who take a Pollyanna approach to the world. Everything seems like extremes that never meet in the middle, or the extremes is what forces themselves upon us. It's not that there isn't any gray area, but sometimes we have trouble finding how all of these extremes fit together. And really, we want to bring everyone together. So we're not even looking at that gray area, really. We are looking at the extremes and wanting everything to harmonize. And next we have the Ace of Pentacles. That is forward movement with clarity of thought. That's what we are seeking, clarity of thought. How do I approach this? Now this shows a crown. I don't want to say we want to be a king. I don't think this person is so egotistical that they think they can rule the world, but they do want to go up to that mountaintop and get the broad perspective of everything. Maybe they think I can find a way to make the entire world work together peacefully. And all of this forms tangles in the brain with this Strength card. It's a constant battle in our brain. And it's just like a tangle of barbed wire. We can't pull these strands out separately. We are asking for spiritual guidance. We may be meditating. As we move into the current energy, we do so with the Queen of Mirrors. Now, the Queen of Mirrors is someone who has almost given too much of themselves. We've gone through this whole period of worrying. Maybe we've tried doing different things to help different people or different aspects of nature or any number of things. But we've been trying to do too much to the point where we feel like we're always giving, but we're not seeing the results. We're at a place where we have to start discerning where we want to go. We have the 10 of spirals, the 10 of dreams. Of course, all of these are our dreams. This person wants the good of the world. They want everyone to be happy. They're really a loving person in the broadest sense of the word. But they're at a crossroad because they know as one individual here on earth, they cannot control all of the things they have been trying to control or telling themselves they should. I should be able to make people realize this. I should be able to do this. And they have to start deciding which road they want to go on, which aspect of this struggling dichotomy do you want to attack first. And I don't mean attack like, oh, I mean, which do you want to try to help first? And as you decide, you're going to have to decide which burdens to put down for now. Maybe you can come back for them, maybe you can't. You are one individual in the entire world, so your sphere of influence is going to be moderated. As we go into that approach, we become the sorceress or the high priestess. And this is someone who does not try to fix the whole world at once. Remember, a sorceress fixes things one spell at a time. And her best spells are ones of love, because they are the ones that bring people together. And we see a crow or raven in that card. That indicates wisdom. It indicates a love for those around us. The alternative path goes along with that. It's the Three of Mirrors. And here we have that lion and the lamb. We are the lion. We are that strength moving forward. But sometimes we have to moderate our energy, moderate our power, so we don't overwhelm others with our desire to move things forward. When we move forward with anger, anger begets anger. Even if we don't mean it to, just like when you're driving and you can feel the anxiety and the anger of the driver behind you, we pick up on all of this, and so do other people. And if you start releasing that anger and telling people, well, you need to do this because you are killing the world. I'm not killing the world, but you are destroying it. That just builds more anger and anxiety, and they won't even hear what you have to say. And so you have to approach things gently as though they were lambs. Now I feel like I'm comparing you to Christ or something. That is not what we want either. We don't want to become delusional here, but we want to take that more thoughtful and gentle approach with others around us. And so this person has only good intentions, and they want the best for the world. And in the past, they have felt frustrated at all of the frailties of the world. The fact that it couldn't come together. There were such extremes. But gradually, they are learning to focus on what they can do and the best approach to do that. And I think you will be successful. This does not show success or failure. Let's see, what if we take this gentle approach? Should I pull one just to see what happens? Let's pull one to pull. Oh, one flipped. And we have the mime, the page of spirals, the page of dreams. So someone who can move their dream forward, knowing that they don't know everything they need to know now to make this happen. You learn it as you go. That ram on the card indicates determination. And then I think of a mime. A mime can fit in with different groups. And so this may call upon you to sometimes play roles that you are not accustomed to playing. If you tend to keep to yourself, you may have to get out there and talk with other people. Do things outside of your comfort zone. Some of you may have to give talks or lectures or start new programs. That could be what this sorceress is doing. She could be putting together a new way of approaching one problem at a time. And I'm getting a message here too, to remember that you are not responsible for fixing the world alone. It is a group effort. We are all involved. And so take that heavy burden off of your shoulders, because that is not what you are here for. You are here to help, but not to control or solve everything. Helping goes a long way. And that is Spirit's message for you today. I hope it helps someone, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.